Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. Um, so I saw one of my friends, Jexie, share this on Twitter. So if you guys haven't already, I'm going to put her channel name in the description or in the comments so y'all can go subscribe to her channel. And so there we go. So I saw, and here's my Patreon link. You guys want to join Patreon for extra support. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Okay, H. Hey, Classy. Oh, I have to wait until I get off. Yeah, it'll just have to be after I get off because I'm on my computer right now. And when I click your icon, it won't let me do it. So there's the Patreon link if y'all want to join Patreon. And then we got the Facebook. Whew, y'all. Excuse me. Oh, tell her I said, what's up? Tell your mom I said I really appreciate her calling me and talking with me, that anytime I can help, I will. And if you guys are ever going through anything, all you got to do is reach out to me, Leslie, and I will do anything I can to help you. You just got to reach out, though. If you're doing the work, I will help you, okay? Hey, Kim, what's up, girl? Okay, so what's up, everybody? Welcome to everybody that's in the chat. I'm so glad you guys are here and decided to come hang out with me Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon. It's almost 1:00 here. Let me see. So I got that. Let me think. What else do I need to tell y'all about? Oh, yeah. Also, I want to tell you guys about the HTTPS Mara International, marainternational.org for meetings in your area that are medically assisted treatment recovery meetings. So if you guys need support in that area, I'll put that link here. Okay. Okay. Enough of the links. I just want y'all to have all the information you need if you need support. So I wanted to pop on and talk to you guys about the new Sesame Street episode where they're talking about, I think the Muppet's name is Carly. Okay, so Carly in a previous episode, she had talked about her mom, about herself being in foster care because her mom was sick. Hey, Mom. And this is on the Sesame Street, you guys. You know what I'm talking about. Sesame Street. We all watched it probably when we were younger. And so this episode that I saw linked on Twitter, Carly came on and she talked about how her mom has to go to meetings. And literally made me cry, you guys. I think it's so amazing that Sesame Street is coming on and helping children learn about addiction in a way that is child friendly and in a way that is appropriate for that age demographic. I am super ahead of the curve with Nathaniel. Hey, Kit Kat, I love you too. Hey, Hearts. I talked to my son about the disease of addiction, you guys, because it runs in our family. His dad and his mom are both recovering addicts. And my son goes to a school where it's not just kindergartners, it's kindergarten through 5th grade, I think. And we live in the city, in the inner city area. And so I want my son to be aware that there are things out there that he might come into contact with, and he needs to know how to handle those situations. You know what I'm saying? And so to see Sesame Street talking about addiction recovery meetings, it's like, it shows me that the stigma surrounding addiction is getting less and less, you know? Sophia, I linked the video in the community tab of my channel. So if you guys want to go and see the Sesame Street episode that I'm talking about, you can go to the community tab, go down, I think like two posts, and it's there. I think it either is my latest post or my second to latest post. Y'all know, since I got that community tab, I use the shit out of it. I mean, I'm over there talking. Tick, 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 tick. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm just, I might go about things a little bit differently than a lot of other parents do, but I'm telling you guys, you're going to know you're going to know how to talk to your child because that's your kid, you know? You and your son or daughter have, communication, just like me and Nathaniel. We have a special communication between us. I talk to my son maybe a little bit different than other people talk to their 5-year-olds because one, Nathaniel's my only child. So we're together 24/7, 7 days a week. He has no siblings to keep him busy. He has no grown up friends or big cousins to take him under their wing. It's me and him against the world, And so we have that that son mom relationship that we're real tight, So I can sit down and I can talk to him about things. And I've told him, that he was taken from me because of my addiction, and I was very sick. And he understands that I was sick and that now I'm not sick and that now I help people to not be on drugs. I mean, he's 5, so he says things sometimes to get a rise out of me, but for the most part, he understands that what I'm doing is I'm trying to help people, and that it helps me in the long run. And I think it helps Nathaniel to see me having compassion for other people who are struggling. Because a lot of the times when we're driving around, and whenever, because there's a lot of people that are on the side of the road panhandling here in Little Rock. Like everywhere you go, there's people on the side of the road holding signs. And so I remember Nate asking me why those people were out there holding signs. And he noticed things like this at 2 years old, you guys, 3 years old. He's always been very observant. And I would tell him that those people didn't have jobs, that they were homeless, and that they didn't have any money, and I try to explain to him as if those people might have come up on hard times. I don't know their story. I don't know if they're out there just hustling folks, but I always try to look at people that are struggling like that and think that they're out there because they got a bad hand at life. I don't like to look at anybody and think, oh, they're just out there trying to get over on folks. Sophia says, my addiction has affected my kids in so many ways at such a young age. And I think that's also what makes a difference between when you talk to your child about addiction and recovery and when you don't. Because a parent who, okay, let's say my mom and dad, okay, they're not on drugs, they're not on alcohol. They raised me and my sisters in church. So it wasn't my mom's first thought to say, hey, don't do drugs. Of course, when we were in school, there was the DARE program. Hey, Ken. Don't worry, y'all. Ken is my friend. He's just crazy. That's my mom right below you, Ken. Gina DeMeo. You better be nice. So what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought. I try not to think that, like when I see people that are in need. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, you guys, because if I thought, hey, those people are just trying to get over or they're just mooching, then I would never help anybody. I would never help anybody, you guys. I mean, because, okay, I don't know if you guys watch Frank from Frank Rodriguez. He has a channel. I'm going to put it in the comment section right now. He has inspired me so much, and I want you guys to go check out his channel. Like, seriously, there's his channel name. He has a channel, and he goes up and down Kensington Avenue, okay, in Philadelphia. And he goes up and down there, and he cuts people's hair because he owns a barbershop. He brings the men and women clothes because they don't have any clothes and it's cold there. And he tries to help people find treatment and options to get them off the streets. Hey guys, how is the connection? Am I cutting out? Let me know. I told you and your sister that we had addictive behaviors in our family and that you needed to avoid drugs at all costs. Mom, I know you probably had that conversation with us, but what I'm talking about is like we were not young when you talked to us about that. Like I'm talking to, what I mean by that is like Nathaniel he knows that I'm in recovery and that I talked to him about that first thing. But I mean, seriously, kindergarten, the minute Nate hit kindergarten, I was on it like Donkey Kong because I know that, but it also was a different time back then when we were little. There wasn't kids bringing marijuana and pills and all kinds of stuff into the school. So it wasn't like a focus of what we needed to look out for. I remember my mom telling me that my grandpa was an alcoholic. I remember her telling me that her brothers were both addicts, cocaine and marijuana, and some of them have been imprisoned for their drug addiction and their drug selling and stuff like that. So I do remember my mom talking to me about that, but it wasn't a focus like it has to be now. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mom? Um, Look at my mom just over here trying to bust me out like I'm lying on her. I'm not saying you didn't talk to us about it, but what I'm saying is nowadays it's super serious. And like I have to talk to Nathaniel about that because people are going into the schools with drugs. Do you know what I'm saying? Ken, I miss you so much. You can come on my channel anytime now. I've got a laptop because of the girls on Patreon. They helped me get a laptop, and I can send you an email to your email, and you can come on and share your story anytime. I've been getting into like having people on the channel, and I love doing it. So, oh, Russian translations. Vladimir, shoot. How do I do that, you guys? How do I do Russian translations? Does anybody? Oh, crap. Okay, listen, Vladimir, when I upload this video, I will go into my settings and see what I have to do to translate. Okay? Now listen to this. If you want to watch my videos in a different language, if you go up to the three little dots in the corner, you can pull down subtitles or something like that. But I will have to figure out how YouTube can do that. But I really want you to know, thank you for being here, and I will get on top of that and try to make that happen as fast as I can. So you see that, you guys? We got people from all over the world coming over here. That's what's up. That's amazing. Oh gosh, I could just literally. So 60 days. That's awesome, Ken. I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm so proud of you. And listen, you guys, I know that it's difficult to get sober sometimes, especially when circumstances are stressful. A lot of us have captions. That's it, Annie. Can you see if you can like show him how to do that or let him know how to do captions? I missed you too. Let's see, private chat, comments, banners. I'm so proud of all you guys. Y'all are all doing such a good job. You've been in jail? So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about that Sesame Street episode because I just feel like that's paving the way for the world. I feel like that's showing people like, hey, we have to start talking to our kids about these issues and we can't just ignore it. Okay. Like I know here where I live in the Bible Belt in Arkansas, a lot of families are brought up to just shove it under the rug, just ignore that situation, just let it go. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Well, you know what? That's probably the best place for you though, because you got sober. You know what I mean? That same thing happened to me. I kept on taking drug tests and I couldn't pass them. So my probation officer was like, you're going to jail. You're going to prison, girl. So I totally understand. And, back then I thought this is the chance. Like, I'm going to get sober because I'm going to prison and I have no choice, right? Wrong. The minute I got out of prison, I tried to stay sober. I think I lasted about 9 months because I got a job at Kroger. Um, I lived in the halfway house, but I started getting into my job and I let that take precedent over my recovery. For sure, anytime. Anytime. In fact, why don't you message me? Here's the Real Talk Recovery phone number. Yeah, that's right. We got a hotline now, motherfuckers. You can text me at that number. That's like, you'll get a hold of me there. Okay. So I love you guys, and I'm just proud of everybody's progress. I know we're all like trying to make it, it's getting towards the holidays now, and I don't know what it is about Christmas time, but I always get really stressed out because I have a 5-year-old, and I'm the kind of parent, you guys, like, I want to be able to throw down. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get him like so many different presents and have the Christmas tree stacked. And sometimes I just have to remember that, like, we do so much for him throughout the year that it's okay to not have the most amazing Christmas and to just do the best with that we can. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult though, because I know you guys know, if you have children, it's hard because it's like, especially if you had kids while you were in your addiction, because you want to give them everything that you weren't able to give them while you were in addiction. And so um that's what I have. That's how I feel a lot, is like, I want to give my son everything because of what happened in the past. You know? And I know you guys and you ladies probably have that same experience. It's just, I cannot let that guilt run me, because for so long I let the guilt of not being there for my son and having him taken from me dictate what I did in my life for him. And I actually made a spoiled, rotten little brat. Me and Nate and my mom went to the pumpkin patch yesterday, and y'all just don't understand. My son is 5 years old, going on 21. Oh, mercy. Hey, Dream On, if you want to message me privately about that, you can. My email is right here, and I will talk to you about it anytime you would like. Okay? Thank you. So, anyways, I love you guys. I just wanted to come on here and chat with you guys about the Sesame Street putting that new episode out about addiction, and how I just think it's amazing that we're taking steps in the right direction for smashing the stigma surrounding addiction. And I think it's super important. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a really, really good Sunday, and I'll talk to you guys later.